This is step 12 on the frog and step 13 on the monkey. And this step is pinning and sewing the arms and legs to your front of your frog or monkey. So to begin, the first thing you need to do is pin the arms and legs to your body. Now you have some markings that we made at the beginning to indicate where they should be placed. So you want to make sure these edges are even and that they are even with the edge of the fabric of your pillow front. So I'm going to place this leg, and I usually put the seam going down at the bottom, and I want to place that between those two dots. All right, and make sure that those edges are even. All right, then I'm going to take another one, make sure that the edges are even, and now this time I turn the seam going in at the bottom, place it at the bottom edge of your monkey between those two dots, and pin with 2 pins. Then I'll take the next leg, make sure it's even, the seam should be going in, place it even with the edge of the fabric and between the two dots. And the last one, the seam going down, edges even, make sure those edges are even, and pin with 2 pins. All right, now when you sew this, your machine should be threaded with your thread, and these are extra thick because you have about 3 to 4 layers here with the seams and everything else. So I'm going to take my fabric, I'm going to start with this arm first, and you will need to lift up your presser foot, all right, line it up that you're sewing with the edge of the presser foot along the edge of the fabric, and start about a 1/4 inch down from your beginning of your arm. All right, we're going to make a knot in reverse and then begin sewing. Sometimes you'll have to press your fabric down if it gets a little too thick. And make a knot at the end. Raise your presser foot, pull it out, cut your threads there, cut your threads here. Then you're going to turn your fabric and you're going to sew one of the legs. Make sure your fabric is nice and flat, nothing's turned under. Double check that before you do sew it. Lift up your presser foot, edge of the fabric, even with the presser foot. Sew in reverse, and then begin sewing. make a knot. And you're done sewing that leg, trim the threads. Now you would go on and sew the other leg and the other arm, and then you would be completed with attaching the arms and legs to the front of your pillow.